Oh, breaking news this morning. Adam Schefter.
I'm shocked.
Robert Saleh is no longer the head coach of the New York Jets. Apparently the Jets owner, Woody Johnson, just walked in his office this morning and said, you're done.
It's kind of interesting. They've never fired a coach mid-season.
Ever.
And they've had, they've been bad. So this is a pretty big deal. I'll tell you what, man. I saw this coming. You know why? I'm sure you've seen the video of this. I don't know if it was from the last game or the game before. It wouldn't have been the game they played in London. It would have been the game before when Robert Saleh goes to hug Aaron Rodgers.
And he pushes him off.
I mean, dude.
There's a handful. They downplayed every little thing. But when you add up all the little things, you go, there's a problem here.
Yeah.
They downplayed every little thing. It's like, you probably run into this in your own life. Mm-hmm. There's these little things. And every time you bring them up to somebody, they go, that's nothing. And you go, that's nothing. And you go, that's nothing. And after a while, you're like, okay, there's 7 nothings. Why does this keep these are all?
As soon as I saw that, I was
these are all unusual things, and you're telling me they're nothing every single time. I don't buy it.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, well, Rodgers doesn't respect his head coach. Like,
so there's that.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Then there's the other moment where Robert Saleh, I guess they jumped off sides like 5 times or something in a game, and that got brought up to Robert Saleh, and he was like, it could be a cadence issue, basically saying like Aaron needs to calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
And they take that to Aaron Rodgers, and he was like, I don't maybe hold guys accountable. Like, I'm not the one jumping off sides. I know what we're supposed to be doing. If everybody else on the field knew what they were supposed to be doing and when they were supposed to be doing it, we wouldn't have this problem. Mm-hmm. So hold the people who are making mistakes accountable. Don't tell me I got to do something differently because other people can't keep up, which I understood that point.
Yep.
On the other hand, you're the one who was skipping mandatory mini camps.
It's true. I mean, I think this situation's kind of weird because of how the season's like, dude, that division is very much up in the air, and they get to play the Bills this week, who are coming off a loss. So like, it's not over for them. They have started off poorly, but they can turn it around and possibly compete for that division. And you're not going to move on from Aaron Rodgers, right? And it sounds like Nathaniel Hackett's going to become the interim head coach.
No, he's not.
He's not?
No, they went defensive coordinator.
Yeah, because if that would have happened, then it would have been crystal clear like what happened. Rodgers said, get him out of here, put my guy in the interim spot.
Except that guy was like terrible as head coach.
Yes, for sure.
I know that like
he was an awful head coach.
People like Sean Payton got into some trouble for saying like this is like the worst run thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
But like it was.
Yes.
It was really bad. You can't put that guy in charge.
No. And if they would have, then like everyone would have seen what's going on.
But Aaron Rodgers' fingerprints are on this. You would
for sure.
Yeah. Oh, how about this? This is what I always say. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers told anybody to fire Robert Saleh, but they knew Aaron Rodgers wouldn't object if they did.
Right.
At best, that's what it is.
Yeah. And I mean, also, I know that they lost their quarterback last year, and you have that as an excuse, but they were still, like, not good. You still got to coach.
They were not good, and the owner, Woody Johnson, said after last season he will have to show improvement, significant improvement, or we're done here.
Yeah.
And they did start 2-3.
Right.
He becomes the third coach. This is probably just a coincidence more than anything. Third coach to be fired within days of losing a game in London.
That's tough.
You go lose a game in London, buddy, they coming for you. You want to know the other ones?
Who got fired?
Dennis Allen got fired in 2014, the day after the Raiders lost to the Dolphins in Wembley Stadium.
Okay.
And Joe Philbin got fired the day after he was the Dolphins coach, the day after the Dolphins lost to the Jets in 2015 in Wembley Stadium. You go, buddy, you lose a game in London, they coming for you.
At least you got to go to London.
At least you got to go to London.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool.
That's if you're trying to weigh pros and cons, the good and the bad.
Hey, just enjoy your vacation.
Enjoy your vacation. But
we don't need you. Yeah.
We don't need you when you get back. We just have a good time in London.
Yeah.
Go see everything you need to see, but we don't need you when you get back. You think, okay, this is the motivation behind it. They think it's still early enough to turn things around. Do you think they can turn things around?
If they win on Monday, I think they got a good chance to turn things around. because they win on Monday. That division is up for grabs. And the Dolphins, we don't know when Tua's coming back. The Patriots are a disaster. So it's really would be between the Jets and the Bills. So I think they have a huge one coming up on Monday.
That's going to be a big game.
That's a huge game. Yeah.
I mean, this is perfect for Monday Night Football.
It really is.
This is what you want.
Yeah. Both coming off a loss, both, high-profile quarterbacks. It's going to be a good one.
2 New York-based teams. And one of them just fired their coach.
Yeah, it's a big one.
I'm fired up. I can't wait.
I'm excited about it, too.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m.